What I'm about to tell you will change your life. Have you ever wondered why Republicans think that way? Or why Democrats think that way? Or why religious people are so intolerant? Or why are you the way you are? Why do you judge people? Why do you dislike capitalism? Or why do you dislike socialism? Well, the answer is in spiral dynamics. Promise you, if you stick with me, you will not be able to look at society or the world around you the same ever again. Because I think that this has kind of led to my second awakening. But before I get into the juicy shit, I have to explain what spiral dynamics is. So, spiral dynamics is this model. And this model explains every single state of human consciousness that has ever evolved, explains where we started in human consciousness, which by the way is beige. And beige is when people survive solely off of instinct. Wake up, eat, survive, have sex. That was the first ever stage of human consciousness. And then we get into the other stages such as purple, which is seeing the world through like a magical and mystical perspective. You don't really understand the world, so you believe that the world is filled with spirit, that everything is mystical. Eventually, humans evolved out of this consciousness and moved to red. You won't see your consciousness pop in until I get to the amber and above, so stick with me.
The music you're listening to could be affecting your frequency. Listening to people like King Von or all that, trap, rap, things like that can put you in a low vibration and can even get you thinking about murder. It's low frequencies and they sell it to you.
So I keep hearing so many people on TikTok talk about reincarnation and asking why? Why are we here? And people are saying, well, we're here to find our purpose. And I'm like, no, that's our goal while we're here. But the why, whew. So my understanding based on a bunch of channeled texts that I've read, and I'll try and remember which text specifically mentioned this and link them in the comments, but basically they say that Earth was originally meant to be used as a vacation spot for beings of higher consciousness that were living in other realms to come incarnate on Earth and experience the beauty as well as the intensity of the emotions that we feel because of the density of this planet. However, because of the density, they actually got here and started forgetting who they are and where they came from. And so then they started racking up karma, and then they ended up having to stay on Earth to work out and release that karma. However, because we forget on Earth, because it's so dense, we literally are getting stuck in cycles of reincarnation.
Stop what you're doing and just listen to this Kanye clip.
Well, how much does the Earth cost? think about
not a bad question.
But
how much is the Earth worth?
Yeah,
right
what is the Earth
Everything.
worth?
All the things on Earth.
Yeah, and it's saying we can't buy it. We couldn't make enough money to buy the Earth, right? So that means we made money. So if money is the key to all people's happiness and will solve everything and everyone's doing things for money, let's just make more money. But it's not about making more money. It's about keeping poor people poor and rich people rich and keeping people in their place. And right now, we're experiencing the fall of Rome, or the Titanic has now hit a glacier. And there's people who would prefer to go down with the Titanic than to get on a lifeboat.
Y'all gotta watch this, my mind is blown.
Here's another example. When we think of Marilyn Monroe, we think of a young woman, old Hollywood, mid-century glamour, Americana, black and white. When we think of the Queen of England, we think of an old woman in color in England and news headlines. Because those conceptions are quite different, we mentally place each woman in a different time. So it can come as a surprise to learn that they were both born in the same year. Similarly, it can be surprising to learn that Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr. were also born in the same year. And if they were alive today, they would both be younger than the Queen of England. When Harriet Tubman was born, Thomas Jefferson was alive. And when she died, Ronald Reagan was alive. When she died, Ronald Reagan was a...
What if I told you that you're not a human experiencing life, but that you are life experiencing a human?
The truth and the third eye hidden in plain sight. This is the symbol for pretty much every medical association across the world. What's really interesting is we can find this in all ancient cultures. The snake in the rod of Asclepius. It's literally everywhere, even in the Christian religion. Now what this symbol really represents is a Kundalini awakening. Kundalini is the sacred energy that rests dormant at the base of your spine and is activated by resisting the outer worldly temptations in life. And when you do that, you turn your attention inward, you meditate, you do yoga, things like that. It will move up your chakra systems and eventually pierce your third eye. You then become enlightened. This is why the ancient Egyptians depicted their enlightened beings with a snake coming out of the third eye. There's another example. Now, the Christian religion has made the snake demonic. I'm going to tell you the real meaning of the Adam and Eve picture. So just like the Buddha who sat under the wisdom tree and meditated until reaching enlightenment, resisting the outer worldly temptation, the tree represents your inner wisdom. The snake represents your inner energy. And the apple is the lure or the outer worldly temptation, the egoic temptations, the devil in life. You resist the outer worldly temptations, you will receive all the wisdom and energy within. The religion has been taking away the power of the people for a long time. Full video in my bio that will blow your mind.
Really important reminder for you. What is for you won't go past you. I'll say it one more time. What is for you won't go past you. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Stop trying to rush the process. The universe has a plan for you. Right now, it may feel like nothing is working out. It might feel like nothing is going your way, but it's all part of the process. Everything you're going through right now is preparing you for what's to come, and I can promise you that everything's going to work out.